Today I am going to speak about vitamin deficiency disorders, of which mainly we are dealing with the fat soluble vitamins and also vitamin C, which is one of the water soluble vitamin. So we know that vitamins are also very essential for our body and they are actually organic in nature. And definitely, what is the problem is that these vitamins has to be supplemented through food because they are regarded as the essential nutrients which cannot be synthesized by the body. So vitamin has to be taken from our diet, and there are 13 essential vitamins or vitamins. So basically, the classification is like fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, which is also known as by chemical name retinol, vitamin B, calciferol, vitamin E, tocopherol, and vitamin K, phylloquinone. And similar way, that is the four major group of fat soluble vitamins. Next is water soluble vitamins. They are basically divided into two categories, vitamin B and vitamin C. Actually, B itself is split into a lot of other vitamins. So that's why vitamin B is referred as vitamin B complex. And vitamin C is nothing but ascorbic acid. So these are the different components included in our vitamin B complex. That is, B1 is named as thiamine, B2 riboflavin, B3 niacin, B5 panthoic acid, B7 biotin, then B9, which is folic acid or folate, and B12, which is known as cyanocobalamin. So definitely, as I said, they are essential nutrients required for our body to function properly. So how you can diagnose that your diet is lacking in vitamin? So there are some symptoms our body will show, and if we take care in the preliminary stage, we can avoid serious complications. One is like if you have a very brittle nail or hair, it could be due to deficiency of vitamin B7 or biotin, and now a lot of biotin gummies are available in market which claims that after having this you will have a very good hair and skin. Next comes to mouth ulcer. It's normally if that such ulcers are occurring, that means that in your diet the vitamin B complex is lacking, and doctor will provide a tablet for this in order to minimize the effects. Next is if you notice a bleeding gum, bleeding gums during brushing your teeth and all, it signifies that your diet is lacking vitamin C. Next is about vitamin A because it is a vitamin which is known for eye, and if vitamin A is lacking in your body, that might cause poor night vision, especially night blindness. It may lead to, in intense case, it may lead to night blindness, and also you can notice some white growths on the eyes. Next is about if you see so much of dandruff is coming, and in the skin, if you get a very scaly patches, it could be due to deficiency of mixed source of vitamins like B2, B3, B6, and also the mineral zinc. Next, again, if you notice that hair loss is normal than usual, that means in your diet, definitely these vitamins like B3, B7, or minerals like iron, zinc, or fatty acids like LA and ALA will be lacking. So that has to be supplemented in order to prevent those conditions. Then comes if you see lot of skin like not clear skin, lot of red color, white color bumps are seen in your skin. That means your diet is deficient in lacking vitamin A and C. And definitely some people will show very restless leg syndrome, like they are continuously shaking their legs. So that denotes that in your diet or in your body there is a deficiency of vitamin C and iron. So I hope this slide is very helpful for you to have a self-diagnosis of yourself. Next is like we said that sometimes our diet might be having enough of this vitamin, but the thing is that our gut is not absorbing it properly. So there is a relation between vitamins and minerals. Like if some mineral is lacking, it may also alter the absorption capacity of vitamin, or some vitamins are lacking, again vice versa. So we will see how it works. So first coming to vitamin D, usually vitamin D, we know that it's very required for our bones. So this actually work in analog to this calcium and phosphorus has to be supplement to be in a good proportion. Then only vitamin D will function efficiently. Then comes vitamin K. It is also known as involved in blood clotting, and in the blood clotting cascade, calcium is also play a very important role. Then coming to vitamin C, actually definitely majority of the ladies are suffering from this anemic condition due to and their body is having less iron. So sometimes we take iron, still the condition may persist. That may be because for proper absorption of iron, actually this vitamin this thing also, vitamin C also required, iron as well as for calcium. To be more effective in our body, we have to take with vitamin C. Then coming to this B6, B12 and folic acid, for them also they are important in formation of red blood cells, which carries hemoglobin and all the oxygen component of our body. So if these vitamins are lacking in our body, that may cause some problem in the formation of RBCs or red blood cells. So first next we are going to deal one vitamin per this thing. So in this, after going through this slide, you will get an understanding of what its deficiency or excess, how our body is going to get affected. So as I said, first we will see the function, because vitamin E is very essential for maintaining a healthy teeth, bones, all soft tissues, mucous membrane and skin. So most important type of symptoms, if there is a deficiency, it is seen that sort of eye problems, except especially the night blindness thing is related to the deficiency of vitamin A in your diet. So later, if this is persisting, like we are not taking a supplement, it may lead to cause damage to cornea and retina. Okay, and majority of the blindness, especially which could be treated by eye transplantation, is due to like corneal problem. And other skin issues, like definitely all likes a smooth and glowing skin, but if it is vitamin A is deficient in our diet, you will have some very dry, scaly and itchy type of skin. And again, some research has pointed out that vitamin A is very important to deal with our fertility issues also, because it is very important for our reproductive health. Then growth issues also have noticed, especially like if it is not getting enough in our diet, there's delayed growth is identified among children. And coming to the respiratory tract infection, so those who are not having proper diet, so they are made much prone to respiratory infections than the other one who is having a proper balanced diet. So these are the complications of vitamins. Like one is night blindness, because at night this is the normal vision, but such persons will experience a very dim vision, and there will be like xerothalmia condition will happen, which there will be very dry conjunctiva in our skin, like conjunctiva position is given in your this diagram. And again, lot of biotin spots or yellow spots will appear in your white region, sclera, and then corneal ulcer also could happen. And just like how it is deficient, excess can also cause similar symptoms. Like this is the condition showing hypervitaminosis, where the vitamin E was taken more than required. So in that case also, especially if we are taking food more than required, the first sign the body will show is like nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, loss of hair, and even there will be a tendency for thickening of bones, and it may cause extreme pain and also causing joint pains. Next vitamin for discussion is vitamin D. This is also known as sunshine vitamin. So here, as I said, in order to get the proper amount of vitamin D works in correlation with this calcium and phosphate. Other than that, vitamin D is the one which we get from sunlight. So it is said that if you are getting, especially in tropical countries like India, this is not much a problem, because we are getting enough of sunlight. And it said that at least if we take this 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure, at least 3 times in a week, will be enough for us to synthesize, means get the proper amount of vitamin D in our body. And also, as I said, calcium and phosphate are important part of our teeth and bones. And for the proper absorption of these minerals, vitamin D is essential. And definitely, as I said, this always have a proper regulation of these nutrients in our bodies, like minerals like calcium and phosphorus. Balance will be proportionate if vitamin D is in proper quantity. Next is the complications. So it depends different. It is tagged differently, the deficiency for kids, because they are in a growing phase. So that may cause their deformities in their bones. And one of the important condition is rickets like this. So they will have a bracket like legs. And definitely because of the softening thing, if, as the body weight increases, it will be very difficult to tackle the body weight, and it will have a bend like appearance. And in adults, mainly what happens is that the bone density will reduce. Like bone density in the sense, there are two conditions like osteoporosis and osteomalacia. So what happens is that there is like, this is the normal condition, while this is the porous bone condition. So what happens is that there will be continuous softening and weakening of the bones, and if you gain weight, then it is very prone to fracture. And that is one condition. And similar way, as I said, like the previous slide about hypervitaminosis, here also if there is excess of vitamin D, this hyperkalemia is noticed. So there are also the similar symptoms like nausea, and they will have a very frequent urination, and the urine will feel like a cloudy appearance, like white cloudy appearance. And general irritability like confusions, mood swing. And again, excess of the calcium in our body become like will excrete as calcium stones or kidney stones, because kidney stones is also a dangerous thing, because it may obstruct the urinary path, causing severe pain while urination. Next, coming to vitamin E. And vitamin E is actually an antioxidant, because if you want to prevent getting like premature aging and all, if you have to get an enough quantity of vitamin E in your body. And so if vitamin E serum and all is available in market, and it may reduce the dark spots in your body, which is caused by accumulation of free radicals. And definitely, just like zinc as a nutrient, this vitamin E is very essential for our immune system. And the other non-role of vitamin E is that it will prevent clotting inside our blood vessel. So sometimes if we are taking excess of this, another problem which can happen is that there will be bleeding can occur. So all the nutrients has to be taken in a balanced proportion only. And it is always noticed that if vitamin E is lacking, the same person will have some difficulties in proper digestion and absorption of fat. And there is some genetic conditions also, where there is be like, even if we get supplements from the food, still the person will show symptoms of deficiency, and that is due to genetic disorders which cannot be corrected much. But however, now gene editing, gene therapy is available, though it is not affordable at present time. And again, if vitamin E is lacking, it causes severe damage to nerves, muscles, and definitely if our nerves and muscle things are damaged, it may directly impact our movement. Next is vitamin K. Vitamin K is also very important in blood clotting, because we know that if a wound is happened, it has to be clotted immediately. The that open area has to be sealed. Otherwise, we will lose lot of lot of blood. Then it may directly affect our BP, all the system, because blood has so many roles in our body. So vitamin K is an important vitamin which is very essential for blood clotting. And again, also for bone development, cardiovascular health, everything. And sometimes what happens is that if there is excessive deficiency of vitamin, especially in case of newborns, there will be hemorrhagic, this thing happen like hemorrhagic thing, like it may lead to blood loss for a long period. And also it can contribute to significant bleeding. As I said, if deficiency is there, bleeding, but it's appropriate quantity is required for clotting. Okay, bleeding is exactly opposite of clotting. And for poor bone development, even osteoporosis, just like vitamin D, it has some function with vitamin D. So their absence will directly going to impact the absorption of other vitamins. And also for the cardiovascular diseases, such people are more prone to several cardiovascular diseases. And so that's all about fat soluble vitamin, that is vitamin A, D, E and K. Now we are moving to vitamin C, which is a water soluble vitamin. So we know that like vitamin C deficiency also have very visible obvious symptoms like fatigue, and then easy bruising, like if some injury happen, it will get bluish and black color, and also bumpy skin. So it plays an important role in wound healing, like if it is delayed, wound healing is delayed, we know that it will affect our normal living. So wound healing help it causes, and also just like if whatever free radicals, which are toxic free radicals, are generated, vitamin C is there in our body, it will just neutralize its effect. And also it's very important, like the connective tissue is mainly made up of collagen, and for the collagen to synthesize properly, our body should have enough amount of vitamin C. And again, as a chemical messengers and all, that will be in higher class, we will be learning about how our system is working, inside the body, how the DNA is commanding others to synthesize protein and all. So that's a very huge topic, will be covered later. So here, whatever as a messengers, also vitamin C is helping in several other functions. So these are the complications. As I said, the most obvious sign which you notice if the vitamin C is lacking in your diet is bleeding gum. Okay. Then also like hemorrhage, like the blood get clotted and you can see reddish patches in your skin. And another interesting symptom which you can, like, it's like corkscrew hairs, like type get entangled. And also these are some of the symptoms which help you to self-diagnose whether your diet is lacking any deficiency, and accordingly at the earlier stage itself you can easily manage. So thank you for today, and next class will be about vitamin B complexes. Stay tuned.